welcome back to my channel, Moment to Jesus Junkie. So today, guys, is Mother's Day, and I think I had a little thoughts while I was in church, and that's what is kind of inspiring today's topic. So today I'll be talking about parenting slash motherhood and all that, because I'm a woman. I can obviously talk from my side and maybe chip in from the other side. So I I was just in church, and my pastor was preaching about what the greatest commandment was, that loving God with your soul, with your mind, with your strength, and with your substance. And I was kind of thinking, and I asked myself a question while I was in church. I was like, okay, they will raise prayer points about ladies that were of age to get married, although I don't know what of age is to them. But I kind of asked myself, is it really about getting married? What is the main purpose of getting married? You get married to have children. At least that's one of the purposes of getting married. Like let's say it's compulsory, or let's say society has made it compulsory that when you are married to have a child. And then I'm a Christian. Christendom has, there's a part of the Bible that said go into the world and multiply. So like, as a woman, you're expected to have a child legally when you are married. And I just asked myself, if true, if I'm of age to get married, am I of age to take care of a child? I know there is no menu that comes with getting married. I know there is no menu that comes with motherhood. I know there is no menu. I know there's like no schedule, no routine, nothing that guides you through the journey of being a mother. But then, and sometimes if you are in my clique and I talk to you a lot, you always hear me tell people that people train themselves. But somehow, you growing up to a stage where you can tell yourself that this is what is right and this is what is wrong. You were once a child and needed the guidance of your parents and all that. So if I if I get married today and have my child in 9 months' time, would I know how to? Would I be selfless enough? Okay, let me go to that. Because I believe that to an extent, I'm selfish. I'm concerned about myself. I love myself so much. So will I be able to share that concern that I have for myself, that love that I share for just myself? Now that I already found the husband that I'm in love with, that I already know how to, I already understand how to split my feelings with, understand that there are too many sacrifices I have to make for this person. Now having children, will I be sensible enough? Will I be able to share my love with my children? Like, be concerned about 1, 2, 3, 4 children equally? Because as a mother, you're not supposed to love one child more than the other, even though maybe there might be some that are more obedient than the others. But no matter what, you're supposed to love your children the same way. You're not supposed to love anyone more than the other one. Will I be able to control myself to know how to, what to say to them, how to handle them? It's, I don't know. I don't know if I'm making any sense to you, but it was kind of a big deal to me. Like, I was asking myself if I would be able, the Bible also said we should love our neighbor as ourselves. Sometimes I just want to be on my own. There was this program on Blaze FM yesterday where they asked about motherhood and marriage. They know that loads of people that want to be mothers, but they don't want to be married. And I called in and I was like, okay, I'm from a home where I had a father, though he died. I have a mom, and she was the breadwinner of the house. And because of that, that has somehow conditioned me that I want to get married after I am financially okay. Like, after I know that I have the money, that probably if anything happens to my husband tomorrow, I'll be able to take care of my kids. So somehow I feel like I want to get married. No, I feel like I want to have kids and be able to take care of my kids. Like, I'm not really concerned about the married part of it. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Like, I feel like I want to get married, but I feel like it's more about the children I'm going to have. I feel like I want to be good, I want to have money, I want to be financially okay, because I don't want my children to suffer certain things. I don't want them to be limited to certain things. And I keep asking myself, will I be able to do that? That motherhood thing that I'm about to get into, can I really handle it? Will I be able to, have a child that I'll be able to bring up in the way of the Lord as a Christian? That's why if you are a Catholic, there's something they do from when you are small. You start going for, what do they call it again? There's something they call it that they start teaching you. But as a Pentecostal, it's just you as a child coming to church on Sunday and going to the children's section. And I'm telling myself, me being a Christian today, was it really because I went to the children class? Or was it because I grew up and saw my father bringing me up in the way of God? I was asking myself, when I was small, my dad used to have midnight prayers that he would be awake and we would just hear him from our sleep, but he doesn't come to wake us up. So I keep asking myself, I don't think I have the discipline now that I stay on my own to wake up at night and start praying. Sometimes it's just when I have bad dream, or when I can't sleep and I convert it to prayer, or when there is a church program that has, asked us to wake up by this time and pray, or when maybe I have an exam, I have something that is bothering me. It's not just something I just naturally wake up and do. So I keep asking myself, all these things are what make up motherhood. You being able to pray for your kids, you being able to raise your kids in the way of the Lord, you being able to have the right words to say to your kids, you being able to have the patience, you being able to forfeit buying clothes for yourself, and knowing that this is what makes your children happy. You have to clothe them, you have to feed them. You remembering that just because you are not hungry doesn't mean you don't have kids to feed. Like someone like me that doesn't eat swallow now, I have to realize that when I'm training my children, I must shall make soup, because I have a husband that doesn't reject swallow. I have children that I don't want them to say that they don't eat certain things just because as their mother, I'm not eating it. So all those thoughts just keep into my mind, that I'm like, when we are praying that God should give us a husband, we should pray that we become good mothers. Like, there is no menu. And I'm not telling you that it's just prayer that is going to do, but there's nothing prayer cannot do. Speaking from a Christian's perspective, I know that also Muslims pray and all that. Any belief you are at all, just pray for the grace and the strength. I feel like it's a lot to be a mother. This is just me appreciating mothers on Mother's Day. I know what my mom did for us. My dad lost his job and they already had 5 children and she was just a teacher. I know how she managed to train all of us. By the grace of God, we're all graduates now. And then I just hope that I'll be a strong mother. I hope that I'll be able to make sacrifices, because I feel like that's just what it is. That's the biggest part of it. So that's just what I was just thinking about, and I just said to share it. And I appreciate all my friends, Anita, all of you that already have children. Like, I feel it's not easy. You don't sleep at night and all that. I appreciate you guys like a lot, and I just appreciate all the mothers. I'm so happy. I feel it's a very big deal. I feel it's a great thing. So happy Mother's Day to you all. Thank you very much. And remember to subscribe to my channel, guys. I don't know what's wrong with Nigerians and YouTube. You don't only view, you click on the subscribe button. Click. Thank you very much for watching. I hope I made sense. Bye.